Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond. We have young Garrett in chair one, me remote.
Hi.
B-Dog at the 790 studios, Josh on the IL, and 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. The Houston Astros story of 2024.
Story of the season so far.
Yeah.
Well, up until this point, rather. I mean, you nailed it with that. Good. I mean, on your way to a series sweep over the weekend. Friday, you got a complete game from Framber, and then Saturday you win a nail biter. You win one that maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. And then Sunday was the heartbreaker. And then last night, day of recording, June 11th, Tuesday. Last night against the Giants, another heartbreaker. 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Look, starting off with the Angel series, you got a series win, what you need at this point of the season. You need a lot of those down the stretch. But what happened Saturday is just the kind of what we've seen over the last 72 hours, where you pitched Ryan Presley in a 5-1, 6-1 ball game in the 8th inning where he almost gave up the lead, went up 25 pitches, got out of it. And then you had this thing on Sunday that kind of happened because of your decisions on Saturday, and everything that happened on Monday is because everything happened on Sunday because of everything that happened on Saturday. And I'm just sitting here frustrated because it's all avoidable. It's basic 101 management. It's basically like give the MLB the show. I don't want to be the couch. I don't want to be a couch coach. Like a guy on Twitter being like, "I wouldn't have made that move." Like, well, yeah, no shit. Like that's why you're not a coach. But over the course of the last 72 hours, there have been some decisions that all of us have equally been like, "Wow, why is that happening right now?" Including a few last night that it's like, why is this happening right now? Why are we going through with this? You have this compound effect happening because I think everyone is pressing because you need to, for lack of better words, pressing. You need to win these games. So we're pretty much playing it. And Paul said this on Twitter. You're playing with a 20-man roster right now because what the hell are you going to do if you can't send out Dubin or Hernandez or Parker when he's up or any of these other guys to trust them to go get 3 outs with a 5-run lead? Like, what are we doing here? You're going to, one, run all your guys in the ground. We're already seeing that. 2, you're going to use them at an improbable formula of just throwing them in every other day or, 3 days in a row. And then you're going to have this constant, like, okay, say the Astros do get out of this rut and they do get out of this hole that they dug themselves into. Everyone's going to be gassed. Everyone's going to be exhausted. You're going to have no one left.
It's the beginning of the week. It's the beginning. It was a Monday yesterday, and everyone you could tell, was tired. I mean, we're on the West Coast fighting for our lives right now. Like it's taxing.
It's 100% taxing. And I'm sitting here, and I tweeted it out last night. You had a day off Thursday. You had Framber Valdez throw a complete game on Friday. And you're sitting here Monday night, now Tuesday afternoon, saying, what the hell just happened? All our pitchers are underwater. Our bullpen is completely underwater. In a series, in a road series where you should be up 4-0, now it's 2-2. You got to win the next 2 to win back-to-back series to come back home.
Yeah,
I just don't get.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth, man. You don't get what? Say it.
From the top to the bottom, I have no idea what this organization is doing. I have no idea what the mission statement is. I have no idea what the plan is. You could say World Series or bust. You could say we're buyers and never going to be sellers. I think that's a flawed statement in itself, even if it's coach speak or GM speak. I have no idea what the identity of this team is. I have no idea what the vision is from this front office all the way to the very top of this brain trust. I have no idea on June 11, 2024, what this team is and where this organization is going. I feel we're at a crossroads.
You nailed it.
I 100% feel we're at a crossroads.
You nailed it because I was literally about to say this team has completely lost for the time being, has lost its identity. We are not the same Astros team. And that just goes to show you last night, we executed top of the 10th perfectly. Perfectly.
The first time all season.
In the first time of the era of the Ghost Runner rule, we finally did it right. No hero ball, small ball, base swiping, bunts.
Sack fly.
Like all of it
bunts.
Perfectly to go up 2, I believe, at the time, to go make it 3-1. And then we still just we blow it. We still blow it at the end. It doesn't matter. That's not what old Astros would do. Right then and there, you make the decision to win the game. And then they should have been like, oh, that's the deciding factor is winning the game off of those few plays in the 10th. Didn't happen.
And it's all compounding. You go to a Rafael Montero that's pitched for 3 days. You went Seth Martinez for 1 batter and 2 pitches, and he doesn't go back out for up and down. Okay, after you made everyone go up and down, Taylor Scott lets his nuts hang, gets 2. Obviously, like, I just don't understand. It feels like we're kind of in this like rip current. Where are the rip current, right? What riptides, rip current. Like that's what I feel like we're in, because you just look at the standings and we're 30 and 37, 5.5 out of the wild card, 7.5 out of the division, 2 behind the Rangers after cutting it down to like at least half a game, and the Mariners were losing as well. And then you drop games that you should be winning, and you're burning another great start by Spencer Arringhetti. You burned another Hunter Brown start over the you burning like all this.
That's the most frustrating thing is like Spencer Arringhetti last night. Obviously, he's duding up. He's duding up. He is next man up mentality.
When you need him,
yeah, absolutely. Solid San Fran team shoves, gives you 5-2, and gives up 1, and then at the end it just doesn't matter because we're lost. We're spinning in circles right now, making questionable decisions, and like okay, the whole Abreu thing, it's old, right? It's old, but yeah, I mean, Duvall comes in. Throwing cheddar, throwing hundo.
What the hell are we doing here, buddy?
Throwing the nastiest slider I've seen in a bit, and you let Abreu hit with 2 on? What?
You know what it was? It was like watching one of those nature documentaries where an apex predator was just playing with its food.
They'll bat it
and
up.
Like one of those orcas, you'd have like a seal, and you're just like, oh, you're like,
yeah, it's like it's nature. It's nature,
and you can't look away. Inch, whatever. Okay, I feel like that's also on the front office, and that's also on the brain trust, and also on the skip for monitoring. If you have a short bench, sure. I mean, okay, so be it. Everyone in the country was unified in one decision of like, we know the results of this at bat.
I mean, I was sitting there thinking, I mean, the guy with timing issues coming up to hit.
Here's 101.
Yeah, 101.
Oh, here's 102. Here's 88. I think
he got a fastball at first, and he swung through it. He wasn't even close to hitting it. And then he started hitting him. He's like, oh, I don't even have to throw a fastball at him. Slider, maybe. Slider was eating him alive, and I think he shook him out on like an 89 slider. So, yeah, no, I mean, that decision right there was the reason why we went to the 10th, maybe, because it was this final out of the 9th. And you could have maybe, I don't know, if you put someone in there, you could have won the game then. No Rafael no Montero blowing it in the bottom of the 10th. You can win it right there. Josh Hader comes in and gives you a scoreless side, assuming, but you could have won it right there. Could have won it right there.
So you had a 14.1 percentage drop on win probability when Jose Abreu strikes out swinging in the 9th.
Is that confirmed?
Confirmed on MLB.com. Watching through their box score game day stuff. Cabbage getting the bunt single overturned was a plus 17 percentage. The win probability for Houston was at 67% at that moment. Alex Bregman singling the ball up the middle, allowing Trey Cabbage to score, was a 10.9% win probability gain. So the Astros were up to 84% before the bottom of the 10th, where Rafael Montero had a tired arm and got destroyed in that last inning. So and I get it. Baseball's hard. You had a 9-inning game last night where Spencer went 5 2/3, gave up 4 hits. Seth Martinez threw 2 pitches, got an out, didn't go up and down. Taylor Scott ate 2 innings for you, 0 hits. Josh Hader threw the 9th. We have the most expensive holder of all places. I mean, in the history of baseball, we've spent more money not on a closer, but someone to hold games. Yeah. Josh Hader, 1 inning, 1 hit. So all in all, in 9 innings, our staff gave up 5 hits in that ballgame, and we could not get the job done. And then, like you said, the 10th inning, we finally get the job done. We finally get the guy over, get the guy in. You know what? Hey, let's double up. Let's get another guy in. We get 2 for the first time in feels like 40 years.
God. I was over the moon. When when Cabbage got that bunt down, and then I think a few other plays ensued, and then Altuve got his bunt down. I was like, I was over the moon, happy that we're finally playing extra innings right. Everyone. It seems like everyone has learned except for us. They don't play hero ball; they play small ball, and we finally execute it for the first time in the Ghost Runner rule era.
You want to know something sickening right now that I know is going to happen and it's June 11th? The next extra innings game we're in, we're not going to bunt because they're going to be like, look, the bunting didn't work, guys. We still lost.
Could have got more if we hit bombs.
Could have got more if we were just swinging the way.
Could have got a 2-run home run if we hit a bomb, dude.
You see, nerds. You see, this is why we don't bunt.
Yeah, but this. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, or maybe don't trot out a pitcher that's thrown 3 days in a row in high leverage. Maybe that. I don't know.
Poor Raffy, right? I mean, poor guy. Just giving it his all.
No chance.
Having a great season, a rebound from last year, and has to pitch 3 days in a row, and comes in, and he's tired as hell. He has to go against a contact team in the bottom.
It's like putting Brucey in the longest yard. You're just like, okay, this is our quarterback. What's gonna happen? He's gonna get sacked. He's gonna be fumbled.
Time to shine. A lot of questionable decisions, man. A lot of questionable decisions. There's no way of beating around there's no pussyfooting around it. A lot of bad decisions. No. And they're compounding. And they're happening at a rate we've never seen before. And it feels like a rudderless ship. It feels like there's been a coup. There's no captain of this boat. I have no idea. If this was the Titanic, so be it. We hit an iceberg and we sank and we died. Mm-hmm. Right now, I just feel like we're stranded in the middle of the ocean with no wind, with no sails, and we're just sitting there, just a mutiny. We're gonna have to, eat someone if this is going crazy. I don't know. Have you ever read?
I'd rather hit an iceberg.
Have you ever read The Odyssey by Homer?
Yeah,
we're Odysseus. This literally I feel like we're Odysseus. This team is Odysseus. We are cursed. We're lost at sea, and no matter what, we're getting things thrown at us that maybe sometimes they're our fault. Sometimes we make decisions, and it is our fault. But no matter what, we're not getting home. We're not getting home. No, we're not getting back to who we are. We're not doing it. Even when it feels like things are starting to go right. Oh, hey, maybe a series sweep. A series win, or hey, a Spencer shove, or a great performance from this pitcher. No matter what, it'll always just a storm will come in and take us to another island, and then we're fucking lost again.
Yeah, it's Murphy's Law in a vacuum that they could never write up better than what is happening this year. And I just go back to I have no idea what this vision is. I have no idea what the mission statement is. I have no idea what we're doing, because it just feels like every time you expect this team to make a move in the win column and go on a run, they stub their toe. It's Charlie Brown trying to kick a freaking field goal.
Yeah.
And Lucy's just whoop.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie, come kick this field goal now. Whoop. And you're spoiling good results in the sense of Altuve had a 4-hit day on Sunday, and our offense looked great, and you give up the lead. Last night you had a great pitching performance by Spencer, who's coming into his own over his last 5-6 starts, and you have Seth Martinez and Taylor Scott who've been godsends this year, and you're wasting.
I think the Astros had 3 or 4 major opportunities to just put the game away last night. 3 or 4 major opportunities to put the game away. All of them, but we busted on all of them. Just fumbled on all of them. We were lucky that we even scored that one run. It was a sac fly. Jordan is just a dude and hits that triple. But other than that, if he does that extend with his freakish speed, with his freakishly, fastest kid I've ever seen.
He's a freak. He's
the fastest kid alive. If he doesn't stretch it to a triple, we're probably not scoring.
We lose
that
1-0.
No,
yes. We lose 1-0.
Yeah, so we're just putting ourselves in constant situation, or we're inviting situations that hey, we can win it, but we just don't even get close to that. We don't even get close to it. It's frustrating. Nights like last night make me want to rip my eyes out of my skull.
Oh, and by the way, you're one of your very few top dudes in your farm system who showed that, on a 500 ball club, can hit 300 in the show, provide some juice, you use as a pinch runner. Oh, by the way, kid, just go back down to the minors.
Okay. So I wasn't going to bring that up because I don't know why you got sent down, but why did you get sent down?
if you're going to, I understood not playing Joey Lopes because of the lefties, and you're trying to get him up, set him up for a good, set him up for success for a rookie and all that, and you don't want tough lefty matchups. Okay, fine. But hey, maybe against Duvall, maybe against Jordan Hicks today starting as a righty. Oh, maybe against Logan Webb, who's starting tomorrow. Maybe those were the spots to put him in. Not, hey, thanks for pinch running. By the way, we used one of your options. You're going back to Sugarland. Hopefully your frequent flyer miles are updated because you're going back.
I think we can all sit here and agree we would have rather seen Loperfido hit in the 9th instead of Abreu. Can you? At least it gives you something. You knew the outcome of Abreu going up to the plate. You knew the outcome. We all knew it. I was like, this guy with timing issues is not hitting 100 or 89 slider. He's not doing it. At least Loperfido it gives you a lefty on righty matchup. And wait, is Duvall righty? Yeah, it gives you lefty on righty matchup. Yeah. And you're right. He can. He was hitting 300 in the show. Yeah. Why? I was sitting there. I was like, wow, it would be awesome if Joey Lopes was in their dugout right now, ready to go on dead circle.
Just a 333 average, 817 OPS, and a very small sample size. But hey, maybe you could use Trey Cabbage instead of maybe obviously he worked out in the 10th, but you could have used him. I don't know if I'm going to be really frustrated if Yainer Diaz is starting tonight. Because was he not available yesterday?
I think he was. If he's available to start today, the game, he was available to play tonight. Why aren't we batting Yainer Diaz, who's shredding the cover off the baseball? It's just it's pride. I don't want to get too deep with it, but it was like a pride decision of no. The 2020 shortened season
Jose Abreu
MVP is going to win. Is going to take the lead for us. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating because we all knew the game. We all knew it was going to extras right then and there.
Yeah, you nailed it. Just because I speak for myself that this season and this whatever jumbo gumbo concoction they built up is just shit. Literally, we need our boy Mr. Bar Rescue to come in and just franchise rescue because I don't understand how you go from one game away from going for a possible repeat to this shit. And it all just, I think it goes all the way to the very fucking top. And this Game of Thrones Astros edition week 2 episode. Okay, this is where I'm at. Everyone is making moves to fancy themselves in a spot for power, right? And to be propped up to be the person that leads this golden era age of Astros. okay, when it's all said and done, and whoever's the person that emerges, who cares if the product's shit? Like you're doing all this Game of Thrones backstabbing and getting your guys and getting your people, and no one knows who's making. You're doing all of this. You're putting all this time and energy for what?
Just for the kingdom that's going to be
rebuilding.
Just for a fallen kingdom, you know.
Who cares? Who cares if you're playing what's the game, the musical chairs? Who cares you're playing musical chairs if you're on the Titanic?
We're all gonna die. Who cares? Like, why does it matter?
Congratulations.
Welcome
won.
to the nihilistic episode of Beyond the Diamond, where we're talking about how nothing matters. And you know, and I don't care who you're signing. I don't care what kind of decisions you're making and who's right, who's wrong. If it's all going down, if we're all driving off a cliff, it doesn't matter. It's a dead end. We're all gonna die.
Yeah. And usually Brian and Josh are there to balance me out.
I'm a negative person.
This is what you get. This is what you get when you made me stay up to fucking midnight and you play piss poor baseball in the bottom of the 10th inning, and piss poor management throughout the weekend, because we all saw it. We all knew on Saturday what was going to happen. The next 72
as
hours.
Soon as. And we're gonna talk. The guy I love Ryan Presley so much. I love Ryan Presley so much. He is one of the causes of why this is happening. But the thing is, I mean, it's not his fault. He's getting sent out there. It's not his fault. He's going to make money. He's going out there to do his job. But he's getting sent out there in situations when you probably know, like, maybe let's try something else. I don't know. But I kind of said this while we were off camera. You know, like the one day can ruin your whole week, right? And that's kind of like baseball. One day just ruin the whole week, and like you get to a fender bender, your whole week's ruined, and it's more of like a mental thing now. Now you're just putting these decisions on top of your head and trying to balance them when they're all just going to fall over. They're all bad decisions. You're all risking bad decisions now. Just because of one day, Saturday.
You literally, like last night. All right, winning cures everything. You close out the 10th. You won the ball game. Was it pretty? No, but you won. Your next two would have been against Jordan Hicks, who's going to carve the Astros at night, and Logan Webb, who's going to carve the Astros up on Wednesday on the day game. All you had to do was to split one of those two. Now, because of the implications of your actions, you got to go win both.
Yeah, they're. I mean,
you got to go win both.
Now I think we're like what 6.5 back, 5.5,
5.5 from the wild card. Seven.
That smuggy Seattle Mariners team up there in the Pacific Northwest hitting a grand slam last night.
As Montero gave
in the same time zone on the same coast.
Game, Cal Riley hit one to the upper deck for a walk-off grand slam.
I want to fall to my knees and vomit everywhere. It's disgusting. Bad baseball. Disgusting baseball. In a positive light, tonight we do have Blanco starting in what seems like a must-win game, because I think this week could get out of control. Every week so far this season has been just trying to keep it all in control, trying to keep it all together. You know, like you said when we first opened it, you know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We're just trying to not take more steps back, and that's who we are. That's who the Houston Astros are this year. We're trying not to get worse.
This I have two things. I have one where Sunday night you had this. I mean, just Murphy's Law. We're talking about Trey Cabbage goes to rob a home run, and as he catches it, as he comes down, his glove hits against the mini wall they have in left field. Ball comes out, walk off home run. Just another crazy way for this team to lose this year. Secondly, it is the Odyssey. This is from Brian McTaggart's write-up on MLB.com, and I am dumbfounded. If you just rewind 35 seconds when in the middle of Garrett was speaking, I was reading, and that was very rude of me. But if you look at my eyes, Can you guess? Can you guess when was the last time the Astros bunted twice?
No, I don't think it's. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
September 26th, 2011.
For the last 2 years, 3 years.
You were in middle school. You were in middle school, Garrett.
I was in 6th grade. I'm almost 26 now. That's the last time we bunted twice in extra innings. Wow. And in the last 2 years, 3 years, when the ghost runner rule has been a thing, and everyone has been learning to. All right, we play small ball. We can just get guys on and move them around and score. No one likes it, but hey, we win. We win around here. And first time we do it, and then wait, we have to go to the guy who we've been overusing because of the consequences. The consequences of my own actions, right there in the bottom of the 10th.
It truly feels like the manager has one arm tied behind his back playing with a 20-man roster for whatever reason. It feels like you have a general manager and a front office with one arm tied behind the back falling out of the sky and said, hey, go build an airplane. And you have to build this airplane where you're falling out of the sky. And it just compounds and compounds and compounds where we haven't seen this in 7-8 years. And I don't know how other teams have done this.
I don't know.
I don't know. Because what we're gonna you either win 67% of the rest of your games and the rest of the 95 games to have a puncher's chance down the stretch, or what? We're gonna flirt around a bit and go 81-81 and we're just be in the middle of the pack and we'll have another hard decision, or you just blow it up. So I don't know. And this team can win. You have your MVP who's been missing for this entire series because he took a foul ball right off his shin. You have Bregman getting hit in the hand every other game.
Hit in the same spot on
grinding.
His hand. I mean, and you have arms constantly going down.
And,
Yeah.
But let's keep giving the former MVP and the shortened season run at first.
It's one step forward, 2 steps back, man. Just trying to keep. Literally just trying not to get worse. Not trying to get better. Try not to get worse.
Yeah. And that's a sickening mindset, right? Say that
we're
again.
Not trying to get
again
better.
For everyone.
We're trying to not get worse. Not trying to get better, trying not to get worse. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're just literally trying to put out fires in a sinking ship every week. We're not building it up. We're not repairing it. We're just putting out fires. Yeah.
There's. I guess. This is the last days of Rome.
Rome is on fire right now. Maybe we can rebuild. I don't know. Our bitching and moaning has turned super poetic and like. Very philosophical. Yeah, just two guys like with today. Like stone palettes, like stone like words, just talking to each other next to an ocean. Yeah. So I mean,
we're the two philosophizers that were. The Rome was burning and they got too fucked up and they came out like 2 days later and they're like, oh shit.
I've almost thought about like just a week of not knowing what's going on, right? Just like I'm turning off all the scores. I'm not going to get on social media. I don't want to know what's going on with the shows. But I'm afraid when I get back that we're going to be back to like 15 games under 500. I'm scared. I want to watch the horrors. I want to watch the nightmares. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with hurting myself. But this episode is very negative. It's very right.
Yeah. This episode is refreshing in the sense of just got to get this raw emotion out. Yeah. Just got to get the demons out. You got to get the poison out.
For the most part, but last night I was like, all right, I'm a little fucking tired of this. I'm a little fucking tired of this, dude. I'm tired of getting of my nightmare. I'm tired of nightmares happening in front of me every night at midnight when I'm off Colorado vitamin,
At midnight.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Same. It was not a fun trip. It was not a good trip to Colorado. I think the frustration just lies because everything's just compounded, and you dug this hole, and you just haven't been able to get out of it. And when you think you're right around the corner, you get sent right back in. And in The Dark Knight Rises, when Batman got beat to shit. What's the last one?
Beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just in that pit, and he has to rehab. He's got to pick himself back up, and we're not even at that push-up stage. Yeah. We're still him crying in bed.
Yeah, when they hung him up on that rope
with a broken back,
they strapped it around to put his back back together.
And
we're trying to we're like in the middle of that right now.
So we haven't even done the push-up scene. We haven't even done the core scene to build your strength back up. We haven't done the scenes where he failed jumping over and over again in the pit with the rope. And then, spoiler alert, he eventually gets out of the pit because he doesn't know rope and it's live or die. You just got to jump. And that was the metaphor of it, to get out of the pit. We're not even there.
Yeah,
we're 45 minutes away from that.
In movie time for sure. In baseball time, that's
movie time, yeah.
It's like all-star break. That's almost dog days. So thing is, and baseball season goes fast. Yeah. It goes real fast. It's been 2 months. You know what you have.
Yeah. We're 95 games left. It is getting early late.
Maybe late. You know the guys that you have. Stop trying to try new things. Stop trying to push the line. Let's win games. Make some decisions to win some games.
Go win.
If we don't start seeing that, then we're pretty much going to be out of it by All-Star break, I'd say.
Quit playing and quit managing and quit making moves to lose. Try not to lose.
One more complaint that I have.
Flip that mindset.
Yeah, man. I'm letting it all off.
Just let it fucking rip.
I was watching Sunday's game. Thought we were about to win. I thought Trey for sure caught it. Thought he caught it. I saw it go in his glove, and I was like, no. I jumped up and I was like, no way. And then I see him the horse. He's on the ground, and I was like, oh, they just walked it off. Okay, all right. Just walked it off. Let them walk it off without Mike Trout, which is terrible. And then I switch it over to ESPN. And I see just stars, and I see the stars are out on Sunday Night Baseball. Dodgers and Yankees. Just guys who can hit takes at any time. Yeah. I mean, guys who are hitting clutch tanks. Glasnow, who's having 12 punchies. Just the stars were out, and I was like, man, we're not even close to that at all. Not even close to that right now. Yeah,
it's the Squidward. It's a Squidward meme. You're in the tower in his house, and looking down.
It's terrible.
Everyone else is having
terrible.
Fun. We're stuck up here.
Hopefully, it'll get better. I've been sounding really negative, but I'm also really positive that one good stretch of games and we're right back in it. And then I'm back in it.
Let's get hot. You just got to get hot for 1 week. And my last thing, and we'll end the podcast with this. If you cannot win in June in the soft spot of this schedule, if you cannot win 66% of your games, you are sellers in July and August. That is where the water level is. That is your mark.
Yeah.
And this is where we go. You either go now or you are full eyes on 2025. You cannot half-ass this. This is a soft spot of the schedule. You have to win. You have your young guys, your back-end guys throwing their freaking tails off. You have to win now. And it starts tonight against hometown kid Jordan Hicks, Klein Oak to Cy Creek, who throws disgusting fastballs and disgusting sliders and disgusting sinkers. And then you have Logan Webb, who's one of the top arms in the National League.
We're so lucky. We're so lucky. This is Odyssey. It's Odyssey. We're about to find Medusa. We're about to find Medusa. We have to find a way to not get turned into stone. So a lot of Greek mythology in this episode. It's emotional time.
There's a lot of philosophizing. It was a stream of consciousness episode.
You know what?
All the poison out.
I feel better.
Get it all the poison out.
This was my therapy.
This was therapeutic. I needed this.
Yeah. No.
This was my therapy.
I said what I said.
This was my therapy. It's like the Donald Sterling name. It's like we just asked for your name. we just went off. Oh man, but yeah, that was it for this episode. G Baby in chair one, me remote, the boys on the IL coming back Friday for the live show, which hopefully
it's better. Hopefully it's better vibes than this one.
Better vibes.
I'm sorry, listeners,
Hopefully
if you were getting fucking the ick.
Hopefully it's
from
better.
listening to our bitching and moaning, but we had to, or else we're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, we're just like you. We're just like everyone.
We don't work for the Astros.
Sometimes we just got to get it out.
We work with you.
Got to get the poison out. No.
Yeah.
We work for you, the people. It's frustrating. I'm at my wit's end. I'm just at it.
You know what I do like though? I like our sponsors for this episode.
What's that?
Yeah, I love them.
I do love our sponsors.
Yeah,
I do love our sponsors. The only thing that keets me going. That was actually kind of dark.
Other things keeping them going, Squeak Green. Don't just be. He's fine. They're gonna DM us later and be like, "What?" They're like, "Are you gay?" Yeah, like we'll send you a $15 gift card. It's on us. Just please be better. That was the intrusive thoughts winning that one.
What was it called? The intrusive thoughts won that one. The intrusive thoughts won. Oh man. Shout out to our new sponsor, Coby Stevens Apparel at CobyStevens.com. They have a great Father's Day special. Use code DADSDAY for 30% off with the coupon. Polos, pants, shorts, t-shirts. They're already polos that are already on sale. Running at $19, you can get it for $13. Go to CobyStevens.com. I got the Azalea shirt. I think Brian's got his whole wardrobe by Coby Stevens. It's comfortable. It fits great. Look, if you're a dude or dudette and you're golfing, they have a women's line. They have a youth line. They're breathable. They're not, skin tight. They're just great shirts and great design. So head over to CobyStevens.com and get your Father's Day coupon and sale that they're running for 30% off. And then Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. You head to BigCityWings.com, find a Big City Wings near you. I guarantee it's one directly close to you if you're in the greater Houston area. 2 for Tuesday, as we're recording on the 11th, you can get a 2-for-1 deal. Wednesday's crawfish and burger deal. Thursday is the executive nugget 2-for-1 boneless deal. And then the weekend specials, the gridiron special and the drink specials throughout the week and weekend. So shout out to Big City Wings. Go to BigCityWings.com to find one near you and say the Apollo Boy sent you. Garrett. Great episode of philosophizing therapy episode.
I'm gonna clear my head a little.
You needed it. I needed it. Yeah. I look. I'm usually the voice of reason. I usually say, plan the parade. I told the mayor a few times already. You go ahead and just cancel that right now. Just go ahead, cancel my plan. Cancel that memo I sent in.
It's addicting to say yes,
Mr. Mayor.
It's addicting to say yes. Yes.
Addicting to say yes.
A lot of bars this episode, yeah.
Addicting
to say yes. Sometimes it becomes a drug.
It's addicting to say yes. Sometimes it gets you a job.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of yeses. A lot of yeses. Only to the top.
A lot of yeses. A lot of
yeses around. Oh man.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and do a little share. Tell your friends, and appreciate everyone tuning in and watching. And we'll see you Friday, 11 a.m. for the recurring Friday live show that we're running from here till I go crazy.
Stay tuned for that.
Until I break.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. I may break.
Let's have a good week.
I may break.
Let's have a good rest of the week. Yeah. Let's win tonight.
Let's have a good week. Let's win. Hey, let's win tonight.
Watch Astros.
Let's win tonight. Peace. Love you guys.